Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Scottish Stitcher. My name's Emma and today I'm going to be showing you my cross stitch whips as well as my stash. So I'm going to go in the order of, I'm going to show you my whips first, from the oldest to the newest. This doesn't necessarily mean that my older ones have more stitches or vice versa, and then I'm going to show you my stash. So yeah, I hope that you stick around to see. So this is my oldest whip. This is All Hallows Eve by Joan Elliott. I purchased this from Paul Stitches Design on Etsy. This was a kit, and it's on 14 count dyed Ada. I'm gonna put an image somewhere on the screen of what it looks like finished, and I'm gonna tell you some information about this. I started this around late October 2021. This is kind of when I started doing this, kind of when I wasn't as confident doing cross stitches like that weren't stamped, like, or at least like I would draw on the fabric with like a pencil or like a washable like pen. But this is kind of where I started leaning into trying counted cross stitch. So it kind of started off a little bit daunting to me, but I think if I went back to this now, I could do it a bit, not a bit better, but I feel like I could get a lot more done if I started working on it again. But this one's kind of on the back burner. Don't plan on working on it, at least for a little bit. I love it, but again, it's just not on my priorities, basically. This is a personal one. This is not going to be a gift for anyone. So yeah, I don't feel the need to rush to get this one done. So yeah, I'm going to move on to my next whip. So this is my second oldest whip. This is Little Dove's Year by Little Dove Samplers. I started this early June 2022, and this is a kit that was on 14 count Ada. I'll also put a photo somewhere on the screen of what it's supposed to look like finished, but you'll notice that I'm kind of doing things a little bit different. One, I've not done any of the back stitch or the French knots or anything. I've also left some of the most of the leaves out on this one. I've not put the stocking or the hearts or anything on the Christmas one. That's purely because I just thought that I would change it up a little bit. And as well, this is all taped around the edges, which I don't think I'll be doing anymore. This was kind of, as well, this was somewhat still when I was venturing into counted cross stitch, where I didn't really know how to take care of the fabric yet. You can see that there's like big hoop marks. So if you've got any tips for getting hoop marks out, I would appreciate that. So yeah, this one, I mainly kind of go back and forward with this one. I'll kind of try and straighten that out a little bit there. But I go back and forward with this one. Like, if I feel like just putting in a couple of stitches here and there, I will. This is the easiest to bring with me somewhere if I'm going away. Like, sometimes I go to a group on a Wednesday, so sometimes I'll bring that. It's not a cross stitch group or anything, but sometimes I'll bring it just to stitch whilst I'm hanging about. But yeah, still got like the rest of the months to do, and then like the back stitch and all that. But yeah, I've made some adaptations. I don't know the word, but yeah. Okay, so this is my second latest whip. I've only got 4 going at the moment, but this is the one that I started not that long ago. This is Pumpkin by Lorna Lane. This is a Gecko Rouge kit. It's on 25 count, easy count fabric, but unfortunately I had to give it a wash because my dog decided to leave a lovely big paw print. So I had to get that out as soon as I could. I started this on September the 18th this year, 2022. I'll also pop a picture in of what it looks like finished. So I recently started using Pattern Keeper. So for this one and the next one I'm about to show you, I do actually have some like statistics on it. Like, so on this one I have, as of 28th of October 2022, I have 2005 stitches out of 28,375 stitches on this, which is about 7.07% complete. So still got a ways to go, but I've filled out a lot of the first page, and you'll notice like I've kind of jankily like sewn the sides, but I think I'm gonna, if I can improve doing that a bit better, that's what I'm gonna stick with. So yeah, I'll move on to my last WIP and then we can get onto my stash. So my latest WIP, which is actually my main focus piece at the moment, is a Christmas present for my grandmother. This is Christmas Gnomes from Soda Stitch Designs on Etsy. I started this the 27th of September 2022. I also forgot to mention that this is 16 count Ada. It's absolutely gorgeous, dyed. And I don't really need to sew the sides on this one because it's already somewhat done. Also, I've started using a Q-snap recently, and that's really helped with kind of feeling a bit more secure and like the fabric, that kind of thing. I don't feel like it's gonna fray everywhere, do you know what I mean? So some statistics on this, because I started using Pattern Keeper, which I am absolutely loving. I'm gonna use this with as many projects as I can because I am loving it. So on this one I have done 3,681 stitches out of 10,424. So that's about 35.31% complete. When you actually see what I have left, I don't have that much left in comparison to like this. I forgot, I will put a picture here of what it looks like finished. But yeah, I've done a good chunk of it so far, so hopefully, well, I will get it done by Christmas. And yeah, my gran loves little, like, I call them like gonks or gnomes or whatever, but they're just so cute and I love them. And if you're ever looking for this type of like the gonks or the gnomes types of cross stitch, I highly recommend Soda Stitch Designs on Etsy. I am not like affiliated or anything, this is not an advert, but you have to go look at them if you're into this kind of thing because I love them so much and I want to buy all of the patterns and I want to cross stitch all of them, but I don't think I physically could. So, but I will eventually. No, probably not. No, there's so many. They've got so many gorgeous little designs. But yeah, so that concludes my WIPs. So I'm going to move on to my stash. I'm going to go from like, I don't think there's going to be any order to my stash. I'm just going to show you them as I pick them up. And yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed the WIP portion of this. I'm going to probably do like a couple of, like I'm going to do like updates every week if I can. If it's related to the video, I'll pop an update in. You'll mostly see this one for a little while until Christmas at least, until it's done. But yeah, onto my stash. I'm going to include these two as like a little twofer. These are both tiny little Mill Hill kits. This one's a magnet, I believe, and this one's a pin, but I don't think that I'm going to do them as a magnet or a pin. I think I'm just gonna put them in the perforated paper. I'm gonna just stitch it and then try and maybe find a small little frame for them. But here is this one. I love this one so much. I think that I'm gonna do this one first, and then this is the other one. But these would be my first beaded cross stitch kits. But I think like as a little side project I might start doing this one at some point. But yeah, I'm excited to try out beading because it looks interesting. I've never thought about doing it, but you know, I got these at a pretty good price on a group that I'm in, so yeah, why not? I thought it'd be fun. It's always great to broaden what you do in cross stitch, I believe, so yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to include these as a little 2-for-1 as well, because these were my previous video where I unboxed both of these kits. You can have a look at that video if you want to see that. But yeah, these are Crystal Witch and Herb Witch, both by Medusa Dollmaker, but they're kitted up by Gecko Rouge. I'm not sure if I discussed my plans, but I'll discuss them here. After I'm finished with Christmas Gnome, or Christmas Gnomes, which is my current main focus piece for Christmas. Definitely within the new year, I'm going to start on Crystal Witch. I've decided that I'm going to be starting on Crystal Witch. I will get around to Herb Witch because she's equally as gorgeous, but I think I'm going to start Crystal Witch in the new year. I did kind of ruin the little packaging whilst I was unboxing them in the previous video, but I will get proper project bags for these. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the last part of my stash. But yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. Lastly, to conclude my stash, I have Little Dove Designs, which I now believe is Little Dove Samplers, Seasons collection. I have all of these as kits, but I thought that it would be a little easier to show you these as the cover photos. So this is Spring Awakening. This is Summer Blooms. These are so cute. This is my favourite one. This is Autumn Glows. And this is Winter Warmth, which is also, I feel like Autumn Glows and Winter Warmth are the two that are my favourite. As you saw, I do have the Little Dove Year cross stitch, which is one of my whips, but I love them all as individual season patterns. So I thought, you know, Etsy has Klarna, it gets me into a lot of trouble, so I just got all four plus the Little Dove Year. So yeah, so that concludes my cross stitch whips and stash video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing it, and I hope that you will come back to see some updates on my whips. As I said, you'll mostly be seeing the Christmas gnomes until they're finished, but then after that I've explained that I'm going to be kind of just focusing on possibly Crystal Witch as well as my pumpkin one by Lorna Lane. I do have another Gecko Rouge kit coming in the mail, which I will show you possibly in next Friday's video. I think I've settled on Friday for uploading, but not sure on times, etc. But if anything, they will be posted out on a Friday. If anything changes, I'll let you all know. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you come back. I hope to see you again. Bye.